Now we're going to talk about your story in numbers. So your story in numbers, what you're doing is you're taking your milestones from your story in words and you're mapping them out in real time. Like for example, when we raise money, we're talking about year one. Year one means the first year from the day you received all the money that you were asking for in your current funding round. So then year one is going to be divided into 4 quarters. So you take each quarter, and you can even divide the quarters into months depending on how granular you want to get. But you're telling a story, the first part at the top of each quarter or month, and even the year. The year, you've got your big milestone for the year. The quarters, you've got your milestones for the quarters. Your months, you've got the milestones for the months. And then you're telling the story in numbers of what it's going to take to get there. How much money is it going to take in terms of, am I going to have to buy inventory, and when is that going to happen? And, what is the gross profit on each sale, and things like that. And so what you're doing is you're this exercise. This is the heart of your capital plan, because you're planning out how much money you need and when you're going to need it. And when you do that, that allows you to avoid essentially selling too much equity early on and diluting yourself. In other words, losing control of your company. So, and once you've done this exercise, you'll have a nice map for at least year one about how you're going to use your money to meet those milestones from your story and numbers. And when you do that, of course, by modeling your business, you find out where the problems might lie in the future, and you're also going to find out exactly how much money you need and when, as I said. And doing that exercise really prevents lots of big mistakes. You're going to have problems later on. There's no business without problems, but when you model correctly, you avoid 90% of those problems. So that's your story in numbers, and the way it works is that if somebody starts asking you questions about your project and they're really interested, they might want to look at your numbers. They may want to know, okay, can you really do this? Can you really make, $25 million by the end of year 2? Show me your logic. So if you've gone through that, now you've got that really solid in you, and it makes you super confident when you speak to other people instead of going, well, I don't know, I just put some numbers on a spreadsheet and I'm just praying that it'll work but give me enough money and just trust me. It's like, you can get a few people give you money that way. I have, but you're not going to get really serious checks if you got a serious project. And the thing is, even if you're just opening a food truck and you need $25,000 or something, you don't want to lose the money. It's worth taking a few days to do this exercise so that, if the thing blows up, at least you know that you did your best to plan and avoid all the problems. So that's your story in numbers.